Hi there, this is Kim, and welcome to this Quantum Change Kinesiology vlog. In this vlog, I'm going to share with you how quantum change kinesiology can assist and support you with emotional overwhelmedness. This means that if you're in a point of emotional overwhelmedness, you are essentially feeling stuck in an emotion. For example, anxiety. Sometimes anxiety can just come up in a moment when you're in a situation, and all of a sudden you feel yourself just becoming overwhelmed with anxiety to the point where you start physically getting hot and you start sweating and you just start becoming just uncomfortable in your own body, and where you're trying to stop the experience or get yourself out of the anxiety, but you don't really at the same time know, where is this coming from? Why am I feeling anxious? Why is it that every time that I'm in this situation, I always get anxious, and how can I stop it? So that is an example of feeling emotionally overwhelmed, where this can be with any emotion like anger or depression or sadness or even feelings to where you sometimes get overly excited or just too happy, like euphoria. It's any type of internal experience that you go through that actually gets to the point where you feel like you cannot actually get yourself out of it, or you have no control over it, or you even don't know where it's coming from, or what it's about, or you don't understand what's happening. So these are the types of points that quantum change kinesiology can assist with. On the one hand. On the other hand, quantum change kinesiology also assists with essentially any other type of point that's relevant to who you are and how you experience yourself. This can also be physical points, illnesses or conditions, or just a pain in your body. All of these things are, in fact, telling you things about yourself, are actually showing you that there is something more inside of yourself for you to discover and uncover and become aware of and understand, so that from the understanding you can assist and support yourself with changing the experience, bringing yourself out of it, actually creating change within yourself and your life and the issue that you're going through. So with emotional overwhelmedness, for example, I had a session recently with an individual who, since a few days, had been feeling emotionally overwhelmed, specifically by emotions of anger and sadness, where she had just been crying to the point of not feeling like she can stop, not feeling like the crying is actually, giving her a release, but more, it just cycling the whole point over and over again, and she was just feeling stuck in the whole experience. So here, the session was in the context of assisting and supporting her to develop the understanding that she needed to actually, become aware of what was going on inside of herself, understand what it was that was creating this whole experience. What was the core issue, the core point that she was needing to have a look at? Because something that happens in the mind is that because the mind works on different layers, where you have the conscious, subconscious, unconscious, quantum mind, quantum physical layer, all these layers of the mind, is that what you experience in your conscious mind and on a conscious mind level is not all there is to the picture, and is definitely not showing you all that's going on inside of yourself, where sometimes you might find yourself quite surprised at what is really going on, and what is the actual real point that is really existing on those deeper levels. What is the real issue? that you're having to look at, because the mind is very, very good at distraction. You are very good at distracting yourself within your mind, you know, because you are your mind. So you are very good at distracting yourself on those different levels of yourself, where on a conscious mind level you might be going through, for instance, sadness and anger, whereas on deeper levels of yourself, there's something else going on that, in fact, the anger and the sadness is mostly just you trying to distract yourself so that you wouldn't see what is really going on. Because on some deep level, you know that if you were to see what's really going on, and if you were to see what you're actually really doing to yourself on those deeper levels, then you would change. And there's just something about change that tends to scare us. We do not like change. The mind does not like change. The mind likes repetition, repeating the same patterns over and over and over again, the same kind of reactions over and over again that we've been living throughout our entire lives. So quantum change kinesiology is there for those individuals who are ready for change, who realize that, you know what, it's enough. Like all these, if you have a look at your life, you know, you might find that actually you've been living the same kind of patterns throughout your entire life, meaning you've been going through the same types of experiences, the same types of similar situations, similar kind of thought patterns, reaction patterns, relationships throughout your entire life. So, you know, how can you really start changing yourself? How can you start creating real change that exists on a real level inside of yourself? So that's what quantum change kinesiology assists and supports with. So if you're interested to find out more about quantum change kinesiology, about how it can assist and support you with developing that understanding of yourself and empowering you to create that change and how to live that change in your life, then feel free to visit our website, go through the information that is there, that's available, or just jump right in and schedule a session and enjoy. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.